This plant was overwatered and I'm gonna show you how to fix it. It has some yellowing, some browning, and some stickiness that's a little bit suspicious. So I'm gonna explain all of that in today's video. But the first thing we have to do is get it out of the pot. And now we can assess the health of the roots. Immediately I'm seeing these roots that are just going to peel away. They're not firm when I touch them, and they don't have any resistance. They're literally just peeling away. Now there are some, like this one right here, where when I tug on it and when I squish it like that, it's still firm, so I'm gonna keep those. But all these have to be taken away, and this is a result of that root rot. And root rot is what happens when you water your plants too frequently. There's not a whole lot of healthy roots left, but I'm gonna show you how to save them. But first I'm gonna clean up this mess so we can work in a clean environment. Cool transition. And while I cleaned up the surface, I cleaned up the roots as well. Just took them outside, hosed them all off. This is gonna get any of those remaining bad roots off, clean off that old gunky soil, and hopefully rinse off a little bit of that fungus that caused the problem in the first place. But you can't just rely on water, so I'm gonna use hydrogen peroxide. Spraying it on the roots is gonna kill that fungus that caused the root rot. There's no need to wash it off afterward, and that's a 3% hydrogen peroxide solution. Next, we need to determine the pot size, but let's get out of the sun. It moved right in front of my face. You never know what you're gonna get doing morning repots. The first thing you need to know is to always have drainage holes in your pots. It's gonna make your life way easier. Now the next thing you need to know is that the pot size is largely determined by the size of the root ball. I just want to go 1 to 2 inches larger than this diameter right here. Keeping your plants in tighter pots and not having them swimming in a whole bunch of soil is gonna help you prevent root rot, which was the problem for this customer, so it's especially important if you already have those tendencies. And this looks like the perfect pot size to me. Okay, now the roots are cleaned up, we've got our correct pot size, we've got the drainage, now we have to get some soil in there. I'm using a mixture of peat moss, orchid bark, and perlite. This is the soil that comes in our Aeroid's Dream Come True soil mix. And whenever I do a repot, I'm using the Bigfoot mycorrhizae, just sprinkling in a little bit there at the bottom, a little bit on the roots. This is gonna help the plant really recover nicely from the shock of all this root rot. And now with the plant positioned exactly how I want it, it's time to backfill. So just get you a scoop of soil and dump it in. And slap that pot. And again. Slapping the pot's gonna settle that soil in and around the roots. You don't want any gaps because that means some of the roots aren't gonna get the moisture and nutrients they need to hydrate and bring nutrients to the leaves upstairs. Now it's time to prune. Now the sticky bits on your leaves are cause for concern. Sometimes they're pests, but other times they're just sticky deposits from the flowers. And that's what we have going on right here. These are all just spent blooms. The plant will sometimes create these sticky deposits to attract pollinators. Sometimes to attract ants to deter bad bugs as well. Now very important, after you do the repot, you want to give the plant a thorough and full soak. A lot of times people think that after you have root rot, you shouldn't water them in afterward, but all of the rot has been taken care of, and now hydration to the roots is really important for the recovery of the plant. Even more so, that's important than the watering is the light. Light is gonna help the plant recover more than anything else, so make sure you put it right in front of a window with a big, beautiful, wide view of the sky. And I would suspect by next summer, this plant is gonna be nice and filled out with a whole bunch of roots and ready to go up in pot size once again.